What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy, Cly, and welcome back to Budget Buys. Now today, what I'm going to be talking about are the Vivitar true wireless earbuds that I found just the other day at my local Five Below. And the really interesting thing about these is the fact that they're not from Bass Jacks, but instead a brand that you can find in stores other than Five Below. In fact, that seems to be a little bit of a trend because I've been finding Maxell products in there as well. And I've got a theory about that, which I'll cover later on in the video. But for now, let's take a look at the specs on the other side of the box. Specifically, the battery life, which is listed at 1.5 hours, and the audio driver size, which is listed as 10 millimeters, because those do make a difference in how these are going to perform. And let's not forget the charging time, which is listed at 1 to 1.5 hours. Now, enough gawking at the packaging, let me show you what actually comes in the box. So inside the box, what you get are your earbuds, which are quite obviously inspired by the Apple AirPods. You also get the charging cable, which is a kind of unique little Y-shaped monstrosity, as well as a single sheet of very glossy paper to act as your manual. Now, before I go any further, I want to just point out you do not want to misplace your charging cable because this thing is so unique, you're not going to have an easy time tracking down a new one outside of certain situations that I'll talk about in a moment. Let me get this little guy out of the way first, though. Now, like I said earlier, these are quite obviously a knockoff of the Apple AirPods, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because this design right here does a great job delivering sound. And the simplicity of the design can make these kind of easy to use, though at the same time the single function button can be a little obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. Because all you have is just one button per earbud, and this mainly acts as your power button, though depending on how long you press the button, it does different things. According to the manual, a single quick click will pause or play your music as well as answer incoming calls and end calls. 2 rapid clicks will redial the last number. Holding it down for 1.5 seconds will skip to the next track when you're not receiving a call. Holding it down for 2 to 3 seconds will reject an incoming call, and holding it down for 3 to 4 seconds will power it off or power it on. And speaking of powering them on, you can actually use a single earbud if you so desire, but if you turn on both earbuds, they automatically sync to each other. And this is true automatic, unlike the Link speakers I reviewed previously where you have to do a little hullabaloo to sync them up the first time. These connected to each other right out of the box. So all you really have to do is turn on the earbud like so. The little flashing light indicator turns on there. I don't have the Bluetooth on my phone turned on, so these won't automatically sync to that. But when I turn the second one on, give it a second, and hopefully it'll automatically pair. Or does it need my phone? Oh, there it went. Okay, it didn't need my phone. Notice how this one stopped blinking as fast, the one on the right. That means it is now paired with the other one. But I don't really need to show you that anymore, so let's turn them off. There we go. And that really covers all of the physical features of these earbuds outside of charging. In fact, let me demonstrate how to use the charging cable. All you do, you shove it in like so, plug it into a USB power bank, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about my experience with the audio quality. Amazingly, it's pretty good. And for that, I thank the fact that they imitated the Apple AirPod design. It pulls in a little extra air thanks to these little vents on the side, or at least that's my theory, and it makes things sound a good bit richer. The bass was nice, the treble was nice, not muddy, not tinny, kind of flat, which is what I like, but I won't say that they're monitor quality by any stretch of the imagination. As an added bonus, these were true stereo, not mono over stereo like a lot of lower cost Bluetooth earbuds have been recently. When I did the test, one of them output the right channel, one of them output the left channel. If something was centered, it was centered. It was great. However, it wasn't perfect. It turns out at the factory, they accidentally wired these backwards. So the right earbud was outputting the left channel and the left earbud was outputting the right channel. It is something that you can fix with software, and it's really not that noticeable unless you're finicky about it like I am, but it's there. And that's actually where my theory comes in, because this is a brand that I've seen at stores other than Five Below at prices well above $5. And suspiciously, these earbuds are marked as 2019, unlike some of the other overstock that you see find its way to Five Below, like the You Say gaming earbuds that are marked as being released in 2015. So the reason I think they hit Five Below the year they came out is due to the fact that more than likely the entire batch might be cross-wired, aka they're just factory seconds. In fact, Vivitar is one of the brands I believe I've seen at Big Lots, or at least I've seen similar brands at Big Lots selling this exact model of earbud with an additional case for $20, and I wouldn't be surprised if they want $10 for this setup right here if they were functioning properly. It's kind of like the time I got really excited when I found a set of Kobe earbuds at Dollar Tree, and that's C-O-B-Y, by the way. They're another brand of relatively low-cost tech that is definitely worth more than $1. And when I got the earbuds home, what I found was that it had two left earbuds. And I don't mean both earbuds were outputting the left channel. No, they were actually, one was outputting right, one was outputting left. When I say two left earbuds, I mean literally. And they were designed so that the left earbud only fit in the left ear, the right earbud only fit in the right ear, which rendered that set of earbuds absolutely useless. And to be honest, I was going to review them a while back and then misplaced them, so whoops. Now, let's get back from that rant, shall we? I did mention during it, though, that this exact model of earbud is being sold by multiple brands, and that's because it's a generic from China. If you check AliExpress, you can find this exact setup, including the earbuds and the charger cable, for between $2 to $3. Just do a search for True Wireless Earbuds, or I believe it was i7s TWS. You should find a ton of them. Even better, if you're willing to go up to $5 as opposed to $2 to $3, you actually get the charger case. So instead of getting this weird janky Y cable, you'll get a case that you can store your earbuds in that can be charged using a standard USB cable. And the case also has a built-in battery, so when you pass the hour-and-a-half mark or you just reach your destination while using these earbuds, you can pop them into the case, hit the power button, and they'll charge right back up. Now, I don't know what kind of battery life you get out of the charger case, but it is going to be more than the initial hour-and-a-half. Heck, they even have more colors than just white available. I know I saw black, pink, and I think red. And they had some with patterns on them, from camouflage to flames. It's kind of crazy. So with all of that said, you probably know my verdict on these already. Or at least most of it. Because these are not a terrible grab if you want to have a set of truly wireless earbuds that look like Apple AirPods and you don't mind having potentially swapped channels and you don't want to wait up to a month to get them. So yeah, in that situation, this isn't a bad grab for $5. However, if you're willing to wait the extra time and dig around on AliExpress, you can do so much better for so much cheaper. I think that about covers it with the Vivitar True Wireless Earbuds. And to be perfectly honest, my experience with these has me wondering what's wrong with the Maxell headphones that I keep seeing pop up at Five Below these days. I might have to review one to find out. But that is for a later date. For now, until next time, this is your guy Cly, signing off.